morning to you and good morning to your viewing public. And I know that as part of the program and the conversation, we'll have time to talk a lot more about the legacy President Mahamudu Bawumia. And so I would hold on to that and deal with the cathedral issue. I've read the Shrag report. I am minded to consider some of the issues that they have raised, particularly on the call for extended forensic. But I think that as a people, it's important that we remain continually transparent and continually open and accountable to the Ghanaian people. I'm very certain that it's been the greatest desire of every Ghanaian to have seen the completion of a national cathedral as a place of worship for all of us. Be it as it may, it has not become a reality as we speak now. And so I would hold on to wait to see that some of the issues that have been raised by the requisite constitutional body, which is SHRAJ, would be attended to in the few days that are left, and to hold a lot more brief and integrity for the men of God, whom a sizable part I know very personally and have engaged also very personally on this project, whom have shared their own concerns as well with me. And to state that the real truth really, as the forensics come out, would be made bare for all of us to know. And I know that the 2020 accounts have already been audited and they are working on the 2021 accounts. And so my comments would be very brief on the cathedral, but really to state that full accountability should be made bare, and if there's a forensic that has to be done, for everyone to really know what the amount of money that has been pumped into the cathedral has really been used for, because it's not meet for purpose in terms of what we're all expecting to see.
Now, you talk about the accountability of the money that has been spent so far on it. At least we know the breakdown of the $58 million, because that's public knowledge, right? And the fact that as we speak, the cathedral site, in fact, we've been there this morning, so viewers should stay with us. I'm going to show you the latest state of the cathedral site as of this morning, 7:45 a.m., just some 40 minutes ago. We were there, so we'll show it to you. That place is heavily guarded, but our investigative journalists were able to get the videos of the cathedral site as of today. But the place is heavily guarded. We have security men all over the place guarding the site because said it is not open for the public. Yes, that's what.
But why are they still guarding the place? I mean, the last time I went there, I saw some security men there too. But so now they don't want us to see what is there. Why?
It's standard construction site. You always need security. Yeah.
They said heavily guarded.
No,
but they are not constructing anything. So what is it?
There can be any casualties.
You see, this is a fail.
Don't overstretch it.
We should overstretch it.
It's a construction site.
It's a construction site. Okay. Is there something being constructed there?
No, but it's a construction site.
No. Don't
overstretch it.
Are you still saying Cathedral ABC?
I have not made that statement.
Okay, no, but so if they are still not constructed,
you know how much we are spending on all of that security and all of that. Decommission the thing. People should go home. Stop paying people every month.
Let me have Dr. Danquah conclude. With the state of affairs, hold on.
The trees, bring back the trees.
Exactly.
The trees that you
and stop paying people every month.
Dr. Danquah, with the details of this report, as you have seen, should this project continue?
And should we keep paying people every month?
No,
31 months
okay.
of no work done.
I want to hear from him.
Including the man of God.
I want to hear from him.
So is he
no.
Hold on.
I'm not sure he's been paid. I'm not sure.
Well, he's
part.
Yeah, he's on the board.
Hold on. Let him answer the question and then we'll move on. Dr. Danquah.
Remember for Samach is taking some.
He's on the board.
But people can be on the board and they will not take their allowance.
He
would have come out to say, you remember under NDC when he said he was being bribed with $100,000, he rejected it. This one, the way he has not come out, it means he's taking the allowance.
Well, there's no record of him not saying that he's not receiving.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So it means he's receiving it after all the pamper.
With the details of this report, should this project continue?
Alfred, it's not my call to make.
You are the spokesperson on governance and security.
Yes, I am.
Your opinion matters.
Yes, I can share my opinion, but it's not my call to make whether the project should continue.
In your opinion, should this project continue?
As a Ghanaian?
No, of course. I mean, I don't know. Have you joined the co-hosting, Prof?
We are co-hosts.
Oh, you're co-host.
We are co-hosts.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Hold on.
I didn't know that. So it's almost all of you and me.
Oh no. That's a don't
Certainly.
Okay.
Hold on.
Don't feed into that useless propaganda. Why?
Let him speak.
So you see, Alfred, it's not my call to make whether the project should go on or not. But as a Ghanaian, as a public servant, as a politician, it's important that we are all very open and very transparent in accounting to the Ghanaian people on how we have used public funds. And one of the things that I always say when I say that let's not overstretch the issues is that there are very good sides of President Mahamudu Bawumia's governance with the utilization of the funds that has been made available for a lot of infrastructural projects. I mean, just even next to the cathedral, you see the law house, the number of infrastructural projects that has been done. And I do not want us to overstretch this issue of the National Cathedral. SRAJ has brought their report out. They have made recommendations. They have asked that a forensic be done, which was also asked by some eminent members of the Board of Trustees as well. And we would want to see that, yes, these forensics would be done so that we can clearly appreciate the issues very well. And like I've stated, I mean, it would have been the desire of all the Ghanaian people, including myself, as a practicing Christian, that this cathedral would have been done and completed with so we can have a place of worship. But like I said, it is not, our desire has not been met by the very limiting challenges that we have now. And so we would only have to wait a lot more. I'm not sure the construction can continue with all the issues that are arising as we speak now. But yes, we would wait for the forensic to come out so that we can know how these funds have been used and for the purposes of it.
So if your candidate wins, and this is a question coming in from one of our viewers, says if your candidate wins, which you are supporting him, would you want this National Cathedral project to be built?
You know, I'll tell you the truth. When Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is declared the president-elect in the next few days, I am very certain that there's going to be a remodeling of the concept. I'm very certain that there's going to be a lot more thought processes as it relates to the issues that have happened with the cathedral. I'm very certain that, yes, forensics obviously will be done for the Ghanaian people to be able to know how far we have come. And if there is a way of redoing it in a smaller scale, that would be able to meet up. I mean, so I'm just giving my ideas in terms of...
You mean this current one is flamboyant? It's too huge?
You asked my opinion, you know, so on a smaller scale, so that we can be able to... Because you see, you know, Alfred, I've traveled quite a bit, and I've seen a lot of cathedrals around the world. I've seen basilicas around the world. You know, at some stages, right, a place of worship is a place where you feel that God is present. Mm-hmm. And so even here in TV3, you can have a place of worship and say that this is a place where God is present. And it can be a very small place. If you go to Israel and you go to the various synagogues and the temples, they are not in that magnitude. Okay, so I'm very certain that there's going to be a remodeling, a reconceptualization of it, and then a real look at a number of things in that regard when Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia wins.
But there have been calls for causing financial loss to the state to be slapped on some persons on this matter, including the President Akufo-Addo. because of the amount of money that has been spent on this, $58 million so far, and all the monies that we're having to pay for compensation. Would you support that?
A court must be able to bring that out. It can be a call that comes from individuals, but there must be a court that will splash that on an individual that, yes, based on your actions and inactions, you have caused financial loss to the state. I mean, it's not just the opinion of what people say, but a court should be able to bring that out.
Well, I'll come to.
I don't understand
why. As I indicated, when one of our investigative journalists got to the cathedral site as of 7:45 a.m. this morning, he was denied entry because of the security at the place. But yet, we were able to get some videos of the current state of the National Cathedral site. So what you're seeing on the screen right now, the videos that our investigative journalists captured as of 7:45 a.m. this morning. So there you have it. Right now, there's nothing happening. The place is overgrown with weeds. Number of the construction equipment, in fact, no, they've been taken off site. So does that mean that the contractor, the Blackwa, has packed away from the site?
Yes, you remember 2 years ago I published a letter the contractor wrote to all staff that they are mitigating costs. So the staff should go home and await further instructions. So the contractor left site 31 months ago.
31 months ago.
Yeah, and yet, whilst you see the difference between the private person and then the public officials. The private person, Rebade, has quickly asked their staff to go home, and they are not paying them. However, government of Ghana, on our part, our taxes are being used to pay the National Cathedral Secretariat staff every month. And I have published unimpeachable, incontrovertible payment slips on this matter. Every month, they are being paid.
So what you're saying, there's a current state of the cathedral site project, and this is not it's not a mini forest or anything. It's just this cathedral site has overgrown with weeds, with all of these structures you see, the wooden structures.
$58 million.
And you say the amount spent on this so far is what, $58 million?
$58 million.
The construction
when people
cost.
were building hospitals. Recently, you saw the UPS, a giant hostel that they commissioned, $16 million.
I see.
But there's nothing there. So what did they use to do? What they
you have people like Carrie Summers, who is keeping our $6 million out of the $58 million.
And
they said he's going to raise funds.
Ajay giving 61 million Ghana, right?
Yeah. Ajay took over $20 million. Yeah.
So on this,
the dollar equivalent.
Yeah. Hey. Yes.
Well,
just for the
restaurant.
The restaurant, $5.7 million.
But the main one, because out of I thought there's 61 million Ghana. If we convert, is that how much we are looking at?
No, that's as of the prevailing rate at the time.
At the time,
yes, that's about 5 cedis, 50% or so. So that's the current state of the cathedral site as we have. We're going to be showing as we go on, but I need to round up and go to the next part.
The survival of our democracy, to a large extent, depends on what happens after December 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoever takes over the reins of government.
Is it after? So on December 7 itself, the choice.
Well,
whether
the choice,
we should continue retrogressing or want to make progress.
Well, the choice, and then what happens, afterwards. Because if you tell me that you spent $58 million, okay, it appears that a lot of people are poor. So when you talk about $58 million, they don't even understand. They don't even understand what the quantum, of monies involved. But you spent all these things, and there is nothing to show. Okay, I'm saying that our democracy will not survive if a new administration comes to condone and refuses to do anything, okay, about what has gone on,
That's right.
people must be punished. Otherwise, I'm telling Ghanaians that our democracy will be short-lived. Some people may be forced to interrupt the system. Yeah. And it's important that we sound this caution to whoever takes over the reins of government. Some people must be punished for causing financial loss to the state.